My business is located at 405 Lexington Avenue, inside the Chrysler Building, of all places. And that would be Keith Powers District number 4. We currently have our lease set up with a co-working space. And so as we saw the stay-at-home order come down, we reached out to the office asking them what their process was going to be now that we aren't able to go into the office, and the majority of the businesses inside that space are non-essential. They just completely ignored us. It was crickets. I heard nothing. I emailed, I called, I did everything that I thought I could possibly do. And I am actually one of a professional at trying to like create change. And so it was very frustrating for me that I wasn't getting any results. So I reached out to Small Business Services, who we do work for. We do have some contracts with them to see what resources were available for us. And Greg Bishop recommended this program. So I reached out and I spoke to my legal advisor, who has been a godsend and amazing. He was able to help me navigate through our very complicated lease, which basically says we don't have any leaseholder tenancy rights. So even if there was some legislation that passed for those of commercial lease holders, it wouldn't apply to us. So technically, the co-working space that we have would be able to benefit from that because they are the ones who hold the lease. So now we just have a membership agreement. And he was able to walk me through what I needed to say in the letters and correspondence that I wrote back to the co-working space. And immediately after I sent that letter with my lawyer, CC, they wrote me back. They offered me another option, which I still feel like we need more negotiation around. And I realized the importance of having programs like this, because without them, I would have been lost. They would have just kept ignoring me. And we are very passionate about what we're doing. It's also very difficult for me as a minority to secure financing and capital for the business itself. So the margins are so small already. Having this extra lease payment is just like, it's really difficult for us. There's also the emotional aspect of this. I think just being able to like talk to someone who was really listening to me and can help me even think through some of the complexities of dealing with the other person who we share our space with was incredibly valuable. Beyond just the monetary aspect of this, there's a relationship with this other person that I work with, and it's almost the equivalent of like breaking up, like, you know, moving out of an apartment with like a life partner. And so just having the support of how to think through that strategically and figure out how to maneuver I can't quantify that in the way that I would like to. And I think definitely now that we've seen that there is some legislation that is being passed as it relates to rent, and knowing that it doesn't apply to the commercial lease side means it's even more important for us to have advocacy and support with programs like this.